product in Google Apps.
Ryan. Great, thanks, David. Appreciate the introduction. My name's Ryan. I'm from Aperio, a cloud solution provider working with Google on bringing these Gmail contextual gadgets to the enterprise. So if we switch to the demo, I'm going to show you what it's like to run your entire enterprise in the cloud. That's not just what we do for our customers at Aperio, it's how we run our own business. And now with Gmail contextual gadgets and a new product called PS Connect from Aperio, I can do that all from Google Apps. This is the best integrated app in the marketplace. So I manage a team of consultants at Aperio. I need some serious enterprise applications in order to keep tabs on my people, my projects, my customers, my financials, and I do all of that in the cloud. Here are my operational applications. You see that I use Salesforce.com to manage my leads and my opportunities. You see that I use PS Enterprise. It's a Force.com based application to manage my people and my projects. There is a lot of data in all of these enterprise applications. But of course, this isn't really where I run my business on a day-to-day basis. This is my Google Apps inbox. I mean, this is where I make dozens of decisions every day that impact every part of my operations. But I make these decisions without having access to all the business data that's in all those other business applications. What if I could use Google Apps as the front end to those operational applications? Well, now with Gmail contextual gadgets and PS Connect, I can do exactly that. Let me show you how it works. When I go into my inbox in the morning, first thing I do is hone in on emails from customers. Here's an email from a customer of mine. Looks like he wants to grab lunch. Now, normally, I might not prioritize responding to this particular email. It doesn't seem urgent. I certainly wouldn't go and look up Carl customer in our CRM database to find out what's going on with that account. That's just not what I'm doing right now. I'm doing my email. But that would be a mistake. Look at the bottom of this email. You see something new. It's called PS Connect. It's a contextual gadget that's taken this email, who it's from, who it's to, what it's about, and gone and fetched the information from all those different systems that I need to make the right decision about how to reply to this message. So I see that Carl customer actually has 5 opportunities open with us right now. One of those opportunities, this office relocation service, is actually on hold until the New York office move has been finalized at the customer. Well, guess what? I just learned in the email that the New York office move has been finalized. This is great news. Now I can take action on that insight right from Google Apps. I can change the stage of this opportunity and qualify it and say this is now qualified because the office move has been finalized. I can add this email to my CRM system so that the entire account team is up to speed on what's going on in this account. Normally, I wouldn't have done either of these things until the night before our weekly sales call. But it's not just CRM. PS Connect also exposes capabilities for my transactional applications. You see this button down here, New Resource Request. This is functionality in our PS Enterprise product that allows me to give my staffing team a heads up that I'm going to need a little bit of support from an analyst next week to help me prepare for this customer lunch. Again, normally, I wouldn't do this until our weekly staffing call. But now I can trigger a set of actions across my organization as I'm going through my email, in sales and now in staffing. And because I've taken those actions, I can now reply to this customer with an appropriate degree of urgency. Right? I can tell him, sounds great, let's meet next week. This is more than just saving me clicks. This is actually helping me make a different decision about how to respond to my emails as I go through my day. So far, so good. Let's see what's next in my email inbox. This email doesn't look like it's such good news. It's from a customer who seems to be a little upset about the status of their project. Now, normally, this would trigger a flurry of activity across my organization. Whose project is this? What's the status? What's the plan to get these guys back on track? A lot of that data is actually in my PS Enterprise application. But PS Connect can bring that to my attention in the context of the email. You see that we actually have 3 projects open at this customer right now. Looks like this development project is the one that's giving me trouble. I have the status and a note from the project manager right here. We're going to remain behind schedule until we're able to extend the engagement of the architect. I also have data that PS Connect has brought to help me decide whether extending that engagement is a good business move. I see that while a couple of our projects are out of budget or over budget, this project actually has some extra budget associated with it. So maybe I can extend the team. While I'm right here in Google Apps, I can go ahead and chat with our staffer here and say, can I extend Acme? If he says yes, then I can go ahead and take action on this, right? I can go ahead right in the context of Google Apps, bring up another piece of PS Enterprise functionality. This time, it's my project planner. This is a view of all the projects that I have open at this account where I can drill in. I can take a look at this Acme development account and all the people assigned to it and take a look at our architect here, his schedule, and right in the context of my email, extend his engagement. I can update the schedule, go back to this email, and again, reply right away. I've not just saved clicks going from one tab to another, I've made a different decision. The team is extended. Customer will be thrilled to hear this. So you can see that things are a little different when you run your entire business in the cloud. You are able to bring together context from multiple different business applications and use them right in the context of your day-to-day work. Thanks to Gmail Contextual Gadgets and Apereo PS Connect. PS Connect is in beta right now with some of the customers of Apereo PS Enterprise. You can learn more at apereo.com or in the Google Marketplace. Thanks.
Thank you, Ryan. You just saw some of the deeper integration that's possible as we keep adding more and more extensions into Google Apps, more places for more of you as developers to have your apps add more great functionality into Google Apps. This list of extension points is going to keep growing over time with suggestions from you all. We're looking forward to seeing all the great ideas that you come up with to take advantage of this. So let me recap what you've seen tonight. We walked you through the 3 steps that it takes to have you, as a company, as a developer, take part in the Google Apps Marketplace. First step, build your applications. Have an idea, build an application that does something useful for your business customers in the cloud. Second step, integrate. Take advantage of as few or as many of the points of integration that are available in Google Apps to solve your application's needs, to do what makes sense for your customers, your use cases, on how they integrate with Google Apps. And then third, once you've built your integration, and tell Google about it in the marketplace, list your application, and start reaching out to new customers, start doing business, start making money, selling apps to your customers in the cloud, who are our customers in the cloud, working together to make the world of Google Apps bigger and have more capabilities for more users. Talking about customers, talking about the business opportunity, I'd like to bring up Dave Gerard, the president of our Google Enterprise division, who's been leading Google forward as we do that up into the right growth of Google Apps and is working with all of us and is looking forward to working with all of you to do the same with the Google Apps Marketplace. Dave.
Righty. Thank you. Thanks, Dave. Good to be here. I'll be brief. I have neither slides nor demos, but maybe you've seen enough of those. I just want to say a few words. When I joined Google several years ago, not only was there no Google Apps, there was no apps. Gmail launched as a product on April Fool's Day in 2004, soon after I joined. And that was our very controversial launch into our apps business. It's really been about 3 years. And I should say, by the way, I joined to lead our enterprise initiatives, which is really a unique thing for Google, and I think a thing that a lot of people don't understand that well. Really with the goal of taking innovation that happens typically very quickly on the consumer side in a way that is very focused on the end user experience and delivering that in a business context to small businesses, large businesses, cities, towns, governments, schools, really trying to take the best of both worlds, the innovation and the user centricity you find in the consumer world, but then also layering in the things that businesses and schools and others care about, which is security, manageability, cost, et cetera. And this cloud computing thing seems to be the right formula to do just that. So we started about 3 years ago, as most of you that are here today probably know, with a very modest effort. And in the first week, Google Apps signed up 9,000 businesses. In February of 2007. So we kind of knew we were onto something, and it has grown really quickly since then. As you heard earlier from Vic, we now have 25 million active users of Google Apps across businesses and schools. We have more than 2 million businesses, and the growth rate has accelerated. There's about a 300% increase in the sign-up rate for our premier products just in the last year. So we are in a fairly dramatic acceleration period. We've also done a lot of things I think are pretty compelling. The higher education market, which is never known as really the aggressive first adopters of technology, has really moved to the cloud wholesale. We've become